Okay, dear students, we have already studied. We are studying topic sexual reproduction in flower. Sexual reproduction in flower. In that, I have taught you male gametophyte. We studied pollen grain and how the gametophyte is formed. Pollen tube is formed to reach till the ovary. Now we are going to continue with the female gametophyte. Now, which is the female reproductive organ? The female reproductive organ is gynoecium, and each member of the gynoecium or the individual member of gynoecium is called carpel. Now, which are the parts of carpel? We have studied that also. I will explain you it once again. So, this is stigma, style. Now, this style is hollow, long, and slender. And this is bulging portion. It is called as ovary. It is a bulging and it is at the base, so it is also called as basal portion. Now, what is in this ovary, that we will see. This portion, it is called as a ovarian cavity, or it is also called as ovarian locule. Attached to this ovarian locule is the ovary. Sorry, it is ovule. And attached to ovule, placenta is there, and to this placenta ovule is attached. So this is the individual member of a female reproductive organ, that is gynoecium. Gynoecium's individual member is known as carpel. As in androecium we have studied, individual member is known as stamen. Now here it is carpel. Carpel has three parts: stigma, style, and ovary. In ovary there is a cavity. It is called as ovarian locule, and in that ovarian locule is a placenta attached to which there is a ovule. And we are going to study now this part, that is the ovule. हा जो ओव्ह्यूल आहे तो आपण स्टडी करणार आहे. Here I have drawn one diagram. It is given in your textbook also. So which are the parts in the ovule? It is the vertical section of the ovule. Embryo sac is there. Then around the embryo sac there is a nucellus. It is full of cells. Then two integuments are there which protect this embryo sac and nucellus, and they are called as inner and outer integuments. Now I will draw one rough figure for you how to draw this. See, I will start from the inner part. The inner part is embryo sac. This is the embryo sac. Then covering or the outer layer for this is nucellus. So this is embryo sac, and it is also called as female gametophyte. Inside this embryo sac, egg cells are there. That we will see afterwards how these cells are formed. First, just we will study the structure of the ovule. So this is nucellus. not nucleus, it is called nucellus. It contains reserved food. And it is a mass of cells. It contains all cells. So these are all cells. Then to cover this embryo sac and nucellus, there are two integuments. One is inner integument, another is outer. So these are the integuments. Inner and this is outer. Oh, after this there is one stalk. So this stalk, it is called as funicle or a funiculous stalk. It is a funiculous stalk. So what we have studied? We are studying this portion, ovule, where the egg cells are found. Egg cells are formed inside this embryo sac. Now ovule shows inner part, that is the embryo sac. Then around the embryo sac there is layer of cells or a mass of cells, and it is called as a nucellus. Nucellus contains reserved food. These two are covered by the two protective layers called as integuments. One is outer and other is inner. Then from this, attached to this outer integuments, and here there arises a one stalk like structure, which is called as a funicle. Funicle, what it is doing, it attaches. If you see here, the placenta is attached to the ovule. That work is done by the funicle, that we will study while studying this inner part of the embryo sac again. So this portion is attaching the placenta to the ovule. And now if this junction you see here, funicle is attached to the integuments with one junction called hilum. So what is a hilum? It is an junction where funicle is attached to ovule. म्हणजे हा जो स्टॉक आहे हा आता त्या ओव्ह्यूलला अटॅच झाला आणि हे जंक्शन कुठलं आहे, हायलम. तर अशा प्रकारे हा प्लॅसेंटाचा लेअर आहे. नंतर आपण ते हे बघूया कसं अटॅच होते ते. तर हा पूर्ण जो स्ट्रक्चर आहे तो आपण कशाचा स्टडी केला आहे. वी हॅव स्टडीड द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ द ओव्ह्यूल. वेर इज ओव्ह्यूल? ओव्ह्यूल इज इनसाइड द ओव्हेरियन cavity, and inside this embryo sac there are different types of cells. That is, 3 cells are here, antipodal cells are there, here egg apparatus are there, in middle there is a secondary nucleus. So the formation of this all, how it takes place, that I will explain you in next lecture. First you just try to understand how is the ovule. When you see the vertical structure of the ovule, how will you find it? It contains the innermost layer, embryo sac. Then outside of the embryo sac there is a nucellus. Nucellus is a mass of cells which contains reserved food material. Embryo sac and nucellus is protected by 2 protective layers called as integuments. From these integuments further we can see a stalk-like structure. It is called as a funicle, and funicle is attached to the placenta and ovary by a junction called hilum. It is very important part which is joining this funicle to the ovule and the attaching to the ovule. Hilum is attaching. So these are the important parts. Now here see, here is one opening. Now what is this opening? This opening is called as micropyle, or it is also called as a micropylar opening. So this is a micropyle, and here this basal end there is a chalazal end, or it is also called as chalaza. So these are the parts which we see in the vertical section of the ovary. Still I have not explained you how the female gametophyte is formed. That we are going to study separately. Means we are going to totally discuss this embryo sac, and here some cells are formed. That cells form a female gametophyte. That I will explain you in next lecture. I hope you have understood full this structure of the VS of ovule. Now this diagram is there in your textbook also. So you can draw this diagram in the notebook for the VS of the ovule. Thank you.